to do some simple vector images. So what we're going to do is we're going to open up Inkscape. We are going to make a new document. And then the first thing we want to do is we want to set the size. So we're going to, depending on what pops up for you, I'm just going to close this for now. And I'm going to do the document properties. And I want to work in inches. And I'm going to work in inches here. And basically, I want something that's 5 by 5. That's going to give me a square. All right. So now what we need to notice is how do we manipulate around? So I'm using the scroll wheel. It goes up and down. I can pan by hitting Shift, and the scroll wheel goes side to side. Control, and the scroll wheel zooms in and out. So basically, we just want to learn how to navigate. So scrolling, Shift, scroll side to side, and then zoom in as we are moving around. All right. So you also have your navigation at the bottom here if you need to move it like that. So the main tools that we're going to use here are our shapes, right? Our ellipse, and then this Bezier curve. This is the one that we're going to use a bunch. So this freehand drawing one is okay, but it's going to be a little bit too rough for what we do. This Bezier one is the ability to basically click around and have straight lines, and then you'll snap it to the end there. But we also want to be able to curve, and so it's a little tricky to learn how to curve. So if I click, and then I click, and then I hold, you see I'm holding the mouse, and I have the ability to curve that line. Click, hold, and I can curve, click, hold, and I can make a curve, click, hold, and I can make a curve, click, to the back to the start, and I've made a shape. So what we're going to do is we're going to work on that by getting a image. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to say import, and I already have a logo that I've picked out. So I have the Oakland Roots logo. I'm just going to hit OK. And I'm going to basically resize it to the size that I want it to be. So I'm going to have it be pretty much fill up my 5 by 5 area. And then I'm going to start just kind of outlining what I have here. So I see I have this outer line. So I'm going to start with my ellipse tool. And I'm going to drag it around. Now you'll see a couple of things. You see this fill, which is set to none. Yours probably click on the fill at the bottom. You can see it's turned off. I could change it to a color, but I basically have no paint. I don't want to fill that. So I'm going to go back to my cursor and basically just drag it around to be the right size. All right, that's pretty close to what I'm trying to do. Now what I want to do, instead of drawing another one, I want what's called offset that. So I'm going to go to Path, Offset, and I'm going to click on this. Oops. I'm going to go Path, Offset, and grab that node at the top and just basically drag it into that inner circle. All right, so now I have that linked offset around the side. All right, at this point, what I'm going to just start doing is using that Bezier curve to outline stuff. So I'm going to click on it. Basically just moving around. I can scroll what I want to. I'm going to get around the tree. If I need to zoom in and like if I'm really worried about more, and you can see here, this is this pixelated image. This is this bitmap that we need to basically get rid of. The laser won't be able to deal with that line like that. So we need a vector so that we can actually cut stuff. So I'm going to take time to outline it. At this point, I want to just kind of get back to the start so you can see when I'm done. There we go. So it's made an outline. And if I needed to, if I just wanted that, I could move that. Or I could move my picture. You'll see that I have that shape there. So you're going to take your time to outline the whole thing, and then when you're done, we're going to take that SVG, so just that line work, those vectors, and we'll be able to take that to the laser to start making our shape.